Stephen Lawrence digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Stephen Lawrence.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
And he falls behind 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Ozuna is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. Stephen Lawrence comes to the plate looking to deliver with the bases loaded and 2 men gone.
Well, these are those situations that kids go through in the backyard. Bases juiced, 2 outs. He needs to stay within himself and just focus on making good contact.
Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this?
He's out.
Over to first. He does get out. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from Pittsburgh, PA. 9th inning about to start in this one. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he only had 1 hit, but he definitely made it count. Big home run that turned out to be the decisive blow in the ballgame.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB. Eckers. So a big spot here. Bases are loaded with 2 away, and it would appear that we're going to see a pinch hitter come on now. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up.
Third baseman, Stephen Ecker.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Oh, now a line drive. This is going to get down. A potential game changer in the making. Walker scores. Here's the tying run to score. And he is in there. And he knew he was in trouble there as they just... Tony Watson will be summoned from the bullpen now. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys.
So we're going to see a pinch hitter here with the bases empty and 1 gone in the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Stephen Ecker.
Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Back goes Gomez. Still going back. Gone! Solo shot to right center. Home run number 15 for him thus far. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
And even though this is only 1 run, this is important, not just because it gets him on the board.
And, guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Ryan Braun. He's our tops player of the game. So we're going to see a pinch hitter here with the bases empty and 1 gone in the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Stephen
Now a
Ecker.
swing and a fly ball. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 16 for him on the year. And that'll give the Pirates a 2-0 lead.
That one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, a real good performance, as you'll see in his final line. He gave him 7 2/3 good innings, and he was definitely the difference in this one.
No errors. They left 4 men on base.
One of the best views you'll find in all of baseball. Downtown Pittsburgh in PNC Park. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Pirates. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. And now a shot of the Cardinals' starting lineup is set by Mike Matheny. Who are you focused on, EK?
Yeah, you know, I'm hoping to see Jason Hayward turn it around. He's really in a slump, hitting less than 200 in his last 10 games. Opposing pitchers have had his number, and he needs to mix up his approach in the box if he wants to get out of this.
Trevor Cahill is the man on the mound for the Pirates in this contest. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, hitters have a batting average against of close to 300 against him, so he's going to have to make...
Steven Eckert will stand in now, and as you can see, he enters play with 16 home runs on the season so far. Lynn's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 17 for him on the season, and the Pirates are staked to a 1-0 lead.
Wow, he has proven to be a real nuisance in the first 2 games of this series. A home run in last night's ball game, and now another one here.
Striding into the box, Fisher Asuncion. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. This is swung on and popped up. Crossing into foul territory now behind third. Eckert is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. Peter Borges stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Hot shot to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2. Into the box, Steven Eckert. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Herrera is up with it. Throw in time, and the side. Steven Eckert will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Hit hard to short. Asuncion is there. 1 away.
He's out.
Steven Eckert steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. Solo shot to right center. His second of the game as they take the lead 4-3.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. A power pitcher on the mound throwing a hard fastball to a power hitter at the plate. He takes a big swing and squares it perfectly. I mean, that's as long a home run as you're going to see.
A tightly contested ball game here, so it makes it hard to find our top player of the game, but I think this fella right here would seem to be the logical choice.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game.
And it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter here to start things out in the bottom of the inning.
Leading off for the Pirates, third baseman.
Oh,
Stephen
high,
Ecker.
deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. Solo shot to right center. 19th home run for him on the season, and this one gives him the lead at 6-5.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here. Now obviously this pace won't last, but man.
And guys, the Pirates were paced this afternoon by the efforts of this man, Justin Smoke. Talk about a worthy recipient. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end this really could have been.
And we're going to have a pinch hitter to start things out here in the top half of the inning.
Leading off for the Pirates, third baseman, Stephen.
Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just the 1 run allowed, but anytime you can give your bullpen a day off, it does nothing but help your club in the long run.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, so we'll have a pinch hitter coming up here with a runner at first and nobody out.
Now batting, third baseman, Stephen Ecker.
Taken high and deep to right. Coughlin going back at the track. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far. And the Buccos have made this a 3-2 ball game.
Sometimes these pitchers, they let their egos get the better of them. Here, instead of working the corners, maybe using something with a little more movement, gives them a straight challenge.
And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Andrew McCutchen. Talk about a worthy recipient. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that just about does it for EK. Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. Two of the game's great sluggers, McCutchen and Rizzo, are next on the show. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, I think you better look out for that cleanup hitter. He's still hitting over 400, an incredible feat at this point of the season. Hopefully he can keep it up, but even if he doesn't, he's putting together one of the best displays of hitting in baseball history.
Jake Arrieta is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, he's got close to 200 innings this year. Been very dependable, thrown deep into a lot of ball games.
Steven Eckert will stand in for the first time, and you can see the average there as he continues to flirt with a 400 season.
Well, for me, that's just really impressive for a guy his age. It's always exciting to see young players blossoming into stars right before your eyes.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Boy, when you stroll to the plate with an 11-game hitting streak and then you bang out another base hit and take it to 12, you got a little swagger about you.
Josh Reddick will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s.
Well, he didn't have a very good month last month at the plate. It wasn't terrible, but he did see that.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Pirates strand a couple, and now it'll be into the box. Steven Eckert, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, he's batting lefty right now, but doesn't matter. He can hit from either side of the plate.
Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Castro is under this one, and he's got it for out number 2. Steven Eckert will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 21 for him on the season. And the Pirates have come back to tie the game at 3.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Steven Eckert will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. He's set. Here it comes. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Coughlin will get there as he makes the catch in foul territory for the first out. Steven Eckert will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the...
And now, meanwhile, here's a ball headed out toward deep left center field, and this is going to clear the wall, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field, his second of the game, and this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
And boy, how important is that run that they just surrendered in the bottom of the 8th? I mean, without it, this would be a tie ball game. But instead, there's still a run down even after the solo home run.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Here now.
Well, he wound up being a pretty tough out. You see the 3 hits, 2 of them were doubles, and he was a real headache every time.
And it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll come on with the runner at first, and 2 gone in the inning. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen.
Third baseman, Stephen.
Drives it out to deep right center field. Hamilton going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. The relay, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, that hit extends his streak to lucky number 13 now. That's almost 2 full weeks where he's been swinging it.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Lawrence Rosa will get the ball now as he'll take it. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly,
Afternoon baseball now on a lazy Sunday afternoon at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's Cardinals baseball next on the show. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's still hitting over 400, an incredible feat at this point in the season. Hopefully he can keep it up, but even if he doesn't, he's putting together one of the best displays of hitting in baseball history.
Kyle Kendrick gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, Matty, he's got close to 200 innings this year. He's been very dependable, thrown deep into a lot of ball games. He's looking to do the same in this one.
Stephen Eckert will stand in for the first time, and you can see the average there as he continues to flirt with a .400 season.
Well, for me, that's just really impressive for a guy his age. It's always exciting.
And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, there you go. 14 straight games now, and he hasn't gone hitless in a game in over 2 weeks. Do the math.
Alex Gordon.
Into the box now, Alex Gordon. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Come on now.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Josh Reddick will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Grounded to the right.
Here you go, find the ball,
A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. In quickly with it is Hayward, so that holds the runner at third base.
And the funny thing about this at-bat, he does everything wrong on this swing. I mean, first off, this pitch is out of the strike zone, and secondly, he tries to pull it instead of taking it the other way. Anyhow, pays off for him.
Francisco Cervelli will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season.
Come on, let it fly right here.
That's popped up out toward short right field. Adams onto the grass. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. Yonder Alonso will get his first shot now. He, too, had 3 knocks in yesterday's win.
Hey, kids, see it.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Hard hit ball towards the hole. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
And I got a feling the last thing these guys want to do is get someone up in the bullpen here in the first inning. They might not have.
There you go. See it out. Let it fly.
Steve Lombardozzi stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess, depending on which dugout you're sitting in.
All right, right here.
Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster.
Hey, come on now, big
Leading
dog.
off the inning, Stephen Eckert, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Stephen Eckert will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play. Sometimes that's half the battle.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Ranging back is Borges. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Number 23 for him thus far as they take the lead 4-3.
And from the moment this guy showed up in spring training, you just had the sense that he was ticketed to be a real impact player at the big league level. And he provides another long ball here.
Stephen Eckert.
Hard liner toward short. In there, a base hit.
Slide.
And he is in there.
Boy, that hit right there is just a thing of beauty. You talk about smoking one right back at the box. There isn't too many guys in the middle of that field that can catch a ball like that.
Alex Gordon will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. He could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And Gordon looks at ball 4.
And this could really be trouble now because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Ready.
Josh Reddick Stands in looking to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can come through with a big base hit here.
Yeah, Matt, but conversely, if the man on the mound can get out of this jam, he'll keep this a very tight game. Big moment right here. Boy, that's just a nice pitch right there with the bases loaded. He gets an infield fly out of it for a big second out, and now he's given himself a much better chance to get out of this mess.
Hard hit towards center. And he will run this one down as he pulls it in around the... Steven Eckert is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the fifth.
Steven Eckert.
First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to left.
Make a turn, pick up
That
the ball.
gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Around first, heading for second now.
Nearly a great play out and left. You'll see him jump for this ball and not quite be able to pull it in. That's going to get over his head and wind up a double.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Pulled the string on him there as this is popped up. Back behind second. Under it is Wong, and there are two away now. Josh Reddick makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the ninth inning.
It's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason.
Hold up out here.
Throw to first will be in time to record the final out, and the Cardinals have put an end to their 4-game slide as this ball game is over. And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Peter Borges. What a performance he turned in. He's our top player. So it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter coming on now with a runner at first and one gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Steven.
Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Lake racing back. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 24 home runs for him on the season, and it's now 7-4.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so...
The offensive star of the night for the Bucks, well, it was this guy right here, Alex Gordon. What a performance he turned in. He's our top player of the game.
Here now is our final.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
For the Cubs.
So that'll just about do it for Eric Harrow, Steve. So we're going to see a pinch hitter here with the bases empty and one gone in the inning. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose.
Third baseman, Steven Eckert.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Alcantara is under it, and he'll flag it down easily, so a one-pitch out here. And, fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball.
One of the best views you'll find in all of baseball. Downtown Pittsburgh. Stephen Eckert will stand in for the first time, and you can see the average there as he continues to flirt with a .400 season.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man. Dexter Fowler stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Hit to third. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Stephen Eckert, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, he's batting lefty right now, but doesn't matter. He can hit from either side of the plate.
Lake ranging back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Hey, it's not exactly Fenway Park out there in left field, but a ball off the wall is not a gimme double.
Come on, big guy, get your pitch, huh?
So striding in, Alex Gordon, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Stephen Eckert will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run, that's it.
Fowler looking up. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 25 for him on the year as the Pirates have come back to tie things at 2. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Reed Brignac. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Bunt attempt with 2 outs. In a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Stephen Eckert gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. Coming in to score is the runner from third, and they've pushed it to 2 here in the 7th. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit.
Hey, you got it. No one back.
Into the box, Alex Gordon. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
I can't imagine they're going to give him anything to hit this time around.
0-1, here it comes. On the ground to the left side.
Right here, find the ball.
Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Ernie Parrott will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
And despite being down 0-2, he delivers anyway with a big base hit. Scoring is the runner from third, and that'll cut the lead down. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Well, he winds up with
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. The Seattle Mariners got the best of the Dodgers at home, 2-1.